Hello everyone, my name is Khang, and today I'll be presenting my research on artificial intelligence and intellectual property, balancing protection and infringement in the digital age. Let's get into it. Introduction. In the digital era, AI is transforming how we create, manage, and protect intellectual property. But this transformation brings both opportunities and threats. While AI can automate enforcement and improve detection, it also introduced complex legal and ethical concerns like authorship rights, fairness, and algorithmic bias. My research critically evaluate these tensions through a legal, ethical, and global lens. So about the structure of my presentation, at first I will give a quick overview of how intellectual property works and how AI is changing it. Then we'll explore the legal and technical benefit and risk of artificial intelligence in intellectual property. Next, I will present an ethical evaluation through the lens of utilitarianism. After that, I will examine two national responses, one from a developed country and one from a developing country. Finally, I will offer a conclusion on how we might balance innovation with protection. So what's IP? Intellectual property refers to legal rights that protect original creations such as inventions, literature, software, music, and logos. Is meant to promote innovation by ensuring creators can benefit from their work. Historically, intellectual property was enforced through systems like patent, trademark, and copyright. But these systems weren't designed for artificial intelligence generated content, where authorship may be non-human or where algorithms can recreate works without human intent. So the AI as a tool for protection. Despite legal uncertainty, AI offers real advantage in enforcement. AI can automatically monitor massive datasets to detect copyright violation or counterfeit goods. For example, platforms like Countercheck help stop fake products at distribution centers. Patent office use machine learning to speed up review processes, classify filing, and avoid human error. These tools increase efficiency, reduce infringement, and promote fairness, especially for small right holders who can't afford long lawsuits. And there is a risk, right? AI system can mistakenly block fair use content or public domain material. The Electronic Frontier Foundation warns that these systems often lack the ability to interpret context, leading to overblocking, such as deleting educational videos, memes, or reviews. Worse, there is often no clear appeal process. These technical flaws disproportionately affect independent creators, academics, and nonprofits, those without the legal resources to challenge takedowns. So let's talk about the ethical analysis through utilitarianisms. To assess whether using AI in IP enforcement is ethical, I turn to utilitarianism, an ethical theory focused on maximizing collective well-being. From this perspective, AI ethical if it leads to a greater overall benefit, such as more protected creators, fewer infringers, and better consumer trust. And it's true, AI can reduce piracy, protect small businesses, and speed up justice. But the harm must not be ignored. If AI roughly block content, strip away livelihoods, or allow tech giants to dominate enforcement without transparency, the net benefit collapse. The ethical burden isn't just in outcomes, it's also in accountability, procedural, fairness, and inclusion. A stronger utilitarian system would demand transparent algorithms, independent audit mechanism, accessible appeals for creators, and proportionately ensuring that the punishment fits the violation. Only then does AI and intellectual property become truly ethical under this lens. So let's talk about a little bit about global technology impact and why it matters. The challenges of AI and intellectual property enforcement are not limited to one country. They are global. AI systems are often trained on international datasets and deployed cross-border, but intellectual property laws differ significantly between nation to nation. This gap creates a fragmented enforcement landscape where the same AI tool may be legal in one country, but illegal in another country. AI global impact or worsens inequalities. Developed countries have the digital infrastructure to build and regulate AI tools, while developing country risk becoming data source without agency. That's why global governance through treaties, shared standard, and ethical AI guidelines is critical to level the playing field. So about the global perspective between United Kingdom and Pakistan. Let's compare the two real-world approaches. The UK has updated its legal framework to recognize computer-generated works, assist assigning authorship to a person who orchestrates the process. They have launched consultations to regulate AI data mining and promote transparency in training data. A recent lawsuit in UK is challenging whether AI-generated images that replicate copyright art are lawful. In contrast, Pakistan is still catching up. While the country is experimenting with AI tools for patent management, its core intellectual property laws is outdated and lack of provisions for AI-related issues. There is limited infrastructure for digital enforcement, and policymakers are still in the early stage of reform. These examples show the digital divide. Some nations are regulating AI intellectual property impact in real time, while others are just starting to modernize. Without international cooperation, this imbalance could lead to exploitation or unequal access to protection. So about the legal gaps around the world. Globally, there is also a lack of consensus. The US require human authorship for copyright protection, while China and UK accept limited AI authorship. This inconsistency makes global enforcement difficult. We need region-specific law, yes, but we also need international treaties that account for the role of non-human creators, equitable access to enforcement tools, and data sovereignty. And in conclusion, AI is reshaping intellectual property, enhancing detection and efficiency, but also introducing new risks. From an ethical standpoint, it must be used carefully balanced with protections to prevent overreach or harm. And globally, we see a wide gap between countries adapting to this change, and those are still catching up. As AI continues to evolve, so must our legal and ethical frameworks, ensuring that innovation doesn't come at the cost of fairness, creativity, or global equity. And thank you for listening. And these are my reference and image reference. Here's my source references. And here's my image references. Thank you so much for listening. And hope you learn a new thing from my research. Thank you so much.